trajectory. And this was all in my first year of business. So even some of the best mortgage coaches in the country were coming up to me, asking me for advice, asking if I would share what I've learned with their students. Okay, how many of you know who Carl White is? Right, he was nice enough to have me speak at the Mortgage Marketing Animals Conference in Utah. It was an awesome experience, shared a lot of really cool stuff, and talked about how I won the ClickFunnels Award, okay, which is given to marketers who generate over $1 million with just one funnel. Okay, now everybody was able to see the success, but what they didn't see were the trials and tribulations we went through as a company, right? It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, this past year has been one of the hardest years ever for our business. Now, the housing market takes no prisoners, right? Think about how hard these past 12 months have been for you as a loan officer. Multiply that by 150 clients. That's what we were dealing with. Okay, when the housing market took a turn for the worse, loan officers abruptly stopped buying our services. Didn't matter how good the service was, they couldn't afford it. So here I faced this huge problem in my business, right? We had no revenue coming in and a ton of overhead expenses. You guys ever lose $368,000 in a month? Tell you what, it's not fun. Okay, your blood pressure goes up, but God works in mysterious ways. And it made me get to work, right? Made me reinvent myself, made me reinvent my company, which is exactly why I'm here today. Because in order to solve my business problems, I had to solve your business problems. Very tall task. Obviously, I can't control the housing market, right? But what I did do was figure out a way for any loan officer, regardless of experience, to be able to generate leads at the same wholesale cost as every lead generation company on the planet. Okay, it was extremely difficult, but you would be surprised at what you can accomplish when you literally have no other choice. And strangely enough, all of my pain and my suffering are the exact same reasons why I've been able to impact loan officers like Alan Parker Duke, okay, whose pipeline volume has grown to $75 million in just 2 weeks of working with us. Pretty insane, right? Okay, when you have a pipeline like that, real estate agents, they come flocking. That's exactly what happened to Alan Parker Duke, fellow Nexon, by the way. Or Lewis Poles, who got up and running in less than 12 hours and got 4 closings in his first month of working with us. Okay, we started getting these amazing results. So naturally, the entrepreneur in me had to test the market, right? I had to see if there was a need for this new discovery that I came upon that was literally sitting under my nose. Okay, and what happened next was pretty amazing. Instead of doing 50K per month in 90 days like we did with my agency, we did 50K per month in 2 weeks. Okay, this was such a no-brainer that I had loan officers begging me to share the same stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you today. But guys, nothing pains me more than giving someone a solution to their problems only to run into them months later, still clinging hopelessly to those same problems. Okay, I need an implementation mindset today. If I show you guys how to make more money this year, and I prove it to you, meaning there is math behind it, and the math behind it is undeniable, all I ask is that you guys take it and apply it. Okay, how many of you know someone who's left the mortgage industry this year? I'm willing to bet a lot of you do, right? So the people who left the mortgage industry this year were presented with a housing market problem and did nothing about it. They didn't look for solutions. They relied on their company to solve their problem, or they expected the problem to just kind of solve itself. Listen carefully, guys. Your company is not responsible for your family. You are. Do not sit on your hands at the end of this presentation. Okay, I'm going to give you all the tips, all of the tools, all of the insight for you to go out there and become one of the top loan officers in the country, even in this market, especially in this market. Okay, what I show you on this webinar today can not only get you immediate results, but it can change your career for the better forever. Okay, that's what I'll be doing for you today. Here's what I need you guys to do for me. Focus. Okay, if you can focus for the next 20 minutes, I promise you I will change your career for the better. And you'll be able to implement what I teach right away. Okay, so I need you to put the snack down. Stop zoning out and daydreaming about some illustrious career that hasn't happened yet. It's within reach. If you invest 20 minutes of focus, you will gain back a skill set that will pay you in perpetuity for the rest of your career. You will never have to use a lead generation company again. So guys, when you see something that excites you, I want you to make a commitment that if it makes sense, and only if it makes sense, you will put it into action. Do we have a deal? If so, locate the chat box, type in yes. If you can't locate it, then just say yes out loud. I don't care if anyone can hear you or not, but let's get down to business. Now, guys, this webinar, just so you know, is going to go as quickly as you answer me, or it could be real slow. Now, does anyone know the 3 most important factors when determining a good lead? Don't be shy. Put it in the chat. What makes a good lead? We got any guesses, guys? Because I love calling people out by name. Convertibility. I haven't heard that one. That's a new one. Convertibility. Ready to buy. Intent. Solid credit. Engaged. Yeah, overall consensus says intent. But aside from intent, income, loan amount, and credit score are the 3 most important factors when determining a good lead, because without these, you can't do anything. Right? When you say you want a good lead, what you mean is you're looking for somebody who hopefully makes a lot of money, wants to buy an expensive home, and has the credit score permitting him or her to do so. Is that fair to say? Yes, right? Well, there's just one problem with that, guys. We have a law in place called the Fair Housing Act. Okay, the Fair Housing Act protects people from discrimination when they're buying or renting a home. So that means if you're marketing on Facebook or Google or any other platform, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot target by income, loan amount, or credit score. It's just not an option that these platforms provide. You guys think Facebook and Google want to be fined billions of dollars for our asses? No. In fact, they're more strict than ever. Right? And I love when I tell people this. It's like they're hearing Santa Claus doesn't exist for the first time. Like, you guys really think Facebook and Google just blatantly ignore housing laws? Of course not, right? Yet what you guys do is you jump around from lead company to lead company, searching for better lead quality that doesn't exist. That's like playing the lottery, knowing there's no winners. Income, loan amount, and credit score have to be at random. Okay? We cannot control, nor can Facebook, nor can Google, who clicks on their ad when. Who clicks on their ad is who clicks on the ad, regardless of how much money they make, what their credit score is, or what kind of house they're looking for. Okay? If you thought you were getting better lead quality from a different lead company, the truth is it was just luck of the draw. Okay, which brings me to my next question, guys. What should be your objective when you're buying leads? Up until a few seconds ago, a lot of you would have answered the objective is to find the best quality lead. But now we know that all leads are created equal. So what's the objective? What is it? Right? If the name of the game is not about finding better lead quality, then what is it about? Any guesses? Guys, it's about the same thing that every business has been about since the beginning of time. Business 101. How do we acquire new customers or new leads for the lowest cost possible? It's that simple. That's the objective. Okay, moving forward, if you know that every lead generation company gets the same quality when it comes to income, loan amount, and credit score, well, then you know that that objective is simply how do I save on costs and get the most value for my dollar? Okay, and you have 2 options in this scenario. You can look for a super lead generation company. If they're cheap, they probably don't have a lot of experience, right? Probably just one dude in his mom's basement. Or you can cut out the middleman and get your leads at wholesale cost and in very short order, like Dan Paladin, who started in his first 4 days and generated 24 leads. Now this guy is running ads, making more money than he ever has with any lead generation company he's ever partnered with. And now the answer to how this happened lies within the next question, guys. When you work with a lead generation company, how much of your money directly goes to generating new leads? Right? Obviously, lead gen companies have overhead expenses that they have to pay for. So how much of your marketing dollars are going directly into Facebook or Google to generating new leads? Right? Because that's what the lead gen company is doing. You give them some money and they take some of that money and put it into Facebook or Instagram to get you leads. So how much of it? What percent, guys? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? What do we got here? I only see 2 people guessed. Where are the rest of you? All right. We got a smart class today because that is the correct answer, guys. The correct answer to the question is 20%. Okay, when you buy leads from a lead generation company, only 20% of your money goes into actually generating you leads. Oh, well, maybe that's why it never works. Right? Guys, that means not a little bit, not half, but 80% of your money does not even go to generating new leads. It goes to that company's overhead expenses, the employee salaries, the office space, the software, the tools, and you're even paying for them to acquire new clients, which really kind of dilutes the service when it comes to serving you, right? Then the money they have left over, that's what they put into the ads. That's what they put into generating new leads. Okay, that means if you spend $100 with a lead gen company, you go on Facebook, spend $20 and get the same exact amount of leads. Some of you don't pay for extra guac at Chipotle, but you insist and think it's a good idea to pay more than double for your leads? Is it because you're lazy? No, right? It's because you have no other option. There's no alternative for you. You are no John McIntosh who generates his own leads and turned a $700 ad spend into $9,000 in his first month. That's the power of cutting out the middleman. That's the power of getting leads at wholesale cost, which, as you know, is the name of the game, right? John isn't tied to a lead gen company, so John doesn't worry about paying a monthly retainer. Okay, another glaringly obvious issue with lead generation in the mortgage industry, but still most don't even realize it. Guys, let's say a lead gen company is charging you a $2,000 a month retainer. That's a pretty modest price for a lead gen agency, right? Okay, if a lead gen company is charging you $2,000 a month, well, by month 3, you've already spent $6,000. Well, guys, sometimes it takes 90 days to close a loan, right? So by the time you close your first loan, you're already in the whole $6,000. You're barely breaking even. And then you got to keep investing that $2,000 every month just to try and make a little bit of profit. Okay, nobody talks about this. This is a fundamental flaw with lead generation companies in the mortgage industry. Okay, when you enter into a binding contract with a lead generation company, you're signing up for a race against your monthly retainer that you can't get out of. Right now, how do we get around this? Because really, there's only 3 ways to get leads, right? Of these 3 ways to get leads, which is the best way? Go ahead and put in the chat which way you think is the best way to go about getting leads. Is it friends and family? Is it realtors? Or is it best to just buy them? What do we think, guys? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still best to just buy them. Okay, friends and family, you do not have enough friends and family to scale your business. You are not that popular. I hate to break it to you. If you were, probably wouldn't be on this webinar, right? It's a cute thought. It's a nice thought. It's just not scalable, right? Realtors, great way to supplement your business. Not a good idea to be relying on somebody else for your business. especially someone who most likely has zero loyalty to you, right? The second they find a better deal, they're going with that LO. So again, it's not scalable. And don't even get me started if you have teeny tiny hiccup in the process. That realtor will never pick up your call again, right? We've all been there. Now, it's completely out of your control. So still, even knowing what we know now, it is still best to buy leads. Okay, the people who have gotten rich off friends and family, that was the only option. They're probably old, right? It is a fact that buying leads is the fastest, most effective way to get immediate results. And it is the only scalable option because you can buy as many leads as you want. Okay, if I'm trying to make $1 million, going through friends and family, that'll take me 10 years. Going through realtors, another 10 years. Buying leads, it can happen in one. Can we all agree with that? But here's the problem when it comes to buying leads, just to recap. The first thing that we learned is the Fair Housing Act really screws us out of any targeting when it comes to income, loan amount, and credit score, pretty much any factor besides intent that makes it a good quality lead. That alone is enough reason to never use a lead gen company. The second thing we learned is that when you buy your leads, 80% of your money doesn't even go to generating you leads. It goes to that company's overhead expenses, right? For every $100 you spend, that lead gen company spends $20 on your behalf. Thank you. And the third reason, because lead generation companies are aware of reason 1 and 2, they tie you up in a contract that does not align fundamentally with how real estate works. You're signing up for a race against your monthly retainer, and closings don't happen overnight. Now, doesn't this put you between a rock and a hard place? Right? You know that lead generation companies are screwing you, yet they're your only option. Right? They've monopolized the market because people like you don't know how to generate your own leads. Which brings me to my next question, guys. If you knew how to run your own ads and generate your own leads yourself, would you do it? Type Y for yes and N for no. Knowing all the things you know now, if you had the ability to generate your own leads, would you? Okay, we'll see how honest you guys are being with yourselves. Let me ask you this next question, true or false? In order to bring your lead generation in-house, you need to have some type of marketing skill. T for true, F for false. What do we think, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer to this question is false. Okay, you do not need to know how to market in order to run ads. In fact, you do not even need to log into Facebook to run ads. And I'll prove it. If I can get rid of this darn share, there we go.
All right, to show us how easy this really is. This is my 10-year-old little girl, Mia. She has never used this software. This is her first time, her first day. I walked her through it real quick. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
And then he
Right,
puts
Mia.
his last name.
Go
So I'm
ahead.
gonna add you and him.
All right,
What's
or feel free to put broker.
Well, hold on. You're going too fast. All right, keep
What's
going.
your
It's
email,
fine.
Daniela?
I told her which ad to run. Go ahead and put in $10 is fine.
Okay, that's my favorite number anyways.
All right. Put in the thank you page that I gave you. I did give her a thank you page.
And
You did it.
He's actually real estate.
And just like that,
It's my new company that I'm gonna start I'm working for.
she did it.
And I will explain in detail later, but just
No, what I'm listening. I'm all
log in and tell me what you think about the experience. It's basically
Sorry about that, guys. Everybody heard that?
If you want to take full control of your sales.
What that was a 10-year-old running ads. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, funny story about this, guys. I actually, when I first started my lead generation company, I think I had about $2,000 left in my bank account. I just got out of a really bad business deal. And I went to one of my friends named Jeremy Haynes. He did all the marketing for Grant Cardone. And I said, Jeremy, what should I do with my life? And what he said was, hey, man, you should really start a marketing company. And I kind of got upset with him because I didn't know shit about marketing. I didn't go to college for marketing. I was like, man, what are you talking about? I literally don't know how to market. And he told me, you don't need to. And he showed me this really cool software that ended up allowing me to service over 600 loan officers because our business was super scalable. It was super easy, right? So if I wanted to launch an ad, I would click new campaign and enter my mortgage folder. Guys, so what we've done is we scoured the internet for the best performing mortgage and real estate ads online. We templatize them and put them into a library for you. Okay, these are guaranteed to get you the lowest cost per lead. So if I wanted to run an ad, I would simply select the ad that I want, enter my state, enter my NMLS number, my company name, this is to stay compliant, my daily budget, my website, and I would simply click launch campaign. And I would be up and running with proven mortgage ads in less than 5 clicks without even logging into Facebook. Now, here's the thing that you guys don't know. Here's what makes this even greater. Okay, what I'm doing is opening up the dirty underbelly of lead generation. I'm about to show you a couple of things. How many of you know who Good Vibe Squad is? Sure, you've seen their commercials on Facebook and their videos. They're a good company. They're one of the few lead generation companies in the mortgage industry I actually respect. However, if I wanted to see their ads, and you can see this is their page, we would go to About, Page Transparency, See All. We're going to go to their ad library. This is how you see all of the ads that they're running. Every single one that they're running for their clients. And we'll show you how to do this for whoever the hell you want. Any of your competitors, anybody. Now, what do you guys notice about these ads? They're all the same. This is a variation of about 3 to 5 ads, and the only difference is they're changing the picture to make the house look like it belongs in the state that they're calling out. That's it. But the majority of these are a circulation of 4 or 5 ads. Look at these ones. So you're paying these companies thousands of dollars to give you the same ad they're giving the next average Joe Schmo. So if you know that every lead generation company is using the same ads, and you know that we have access to them, then why are you paying a lead generation company thousands of dollars when you could use the exact same ads that they're using, get the exact same leads, and get 80% more bang for your buck? Because you're cutting out the middleman and getting your leads at wholesale cost, which, remember, is the name of the game, right? That is absolutely how you game the system. And a lot of people are doing it right now. We got about 300 of them. So guys, you have 2 choices today. Okay? You can do this alone, or we can do this together. Okay, if you do it alone, it'll probably take you at least 3 months to learn Facebook and Instagram ads. It'll probably cost you thousands of dollars to figure out. And even once you figure it out, you're going to have to test new ads and see which ones work. That's also going to cost you money. Or you can do it the easier, cheaper, faster way, and we could do it together. And I have a way for us to do it together. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you Mortgage Lead Hackers, the only practical way to buy leads. Save thousands of dollars per year using the exact same ads and generating the exact same leads as every lead generation company on the planet. 0 experience required. Now, guys, what you're going to get is our entire library of proven, ready to use mortgage ads guaranteed to get you the best possible cost per lead. Okay, you can leverage different programs such as veterans programs, first-time home buyers, healthcare, first responder programs, and much more. Okay, never use a lead generation company again to generate you leads and save thousands of dollars in marked up costs. The other thing you get is our CRM software that will allow you to store and manage all of the leads that you generate. So what's going to happen is you're going to get current up-to-date statistics on how much volume you have in your pipeline based off your average home value, just like Allen Parker Duke, right? You can manage all of your leads in an easy-to-use dashboard. You can upload existing leads, export and import as many leads as you want, which is important because very much like Bonzo, right? We can do those follow-up campaigns for you, those drip campaigns, because our software has automated follow-up built into it. Okay, and the follow-up is more important than the actual ad. Communicate with your leads through two-way text message and email campaigns, and our pre-bid follow-up campaigns will text within minutes of them filling out a form, ensuring speed to lead at the highest level. Okay, these follow-up campaigns will assist you in contacting each lead, taking much of the workload off your plate while increasing your output. Now, how much is this worth to you? Well, to Michael Berger, it was worth around $40,000. Okay, and that's just so far. He signed up back in December. He's got the rest of his career to go. Okay, you guys don't understand. Getting your leads at wholesale cost means an 80% increase in your returns. Okay, you stack that up every single month, and it adds up further than your wildest dreams. So I'm sure you guys can see why we can charge $40,000 for this easily. Right? I'm sure you can see why American Financial Network once upon a time was paying us $30,000 a month for the same system. But we're not going to charge you that. Okay, we can definitely get away with charging companies $20,000 for this. Hey, maybe we'll discount it to 10 to get a lot more deals. But for you guys, because you're Nexans, for a very limited time, you can get this for just $250 a month. Mike Cordes and Renato Roddick really hooked you guys up. You get this for the same price as taking your family out to dinner. Now, I know what you're thinking. Alex, I tried Facebook ads back in 2004 and it didn't work back then, therefore it won't work now. Right. That's why billions of dollars are spent on Facebook ads a year, because it doesn't work. Right? Or one of my favorite ones. Well, if everyone's using the same ads, won't that saturate the market? No. Guys, that would be like trying to drain the ocean with a teaspoon. Good luck. There are 7 million homes sold a year. You need to take a piece of that pie for yourself. And the fact of the matter is, everyone will eventually be doing this one day when it becomes the standard and it becomes a requirement. You'll be forced to do it in order to survive. Do you want to do it then? Or do you want to do it now and get ahead of everybody? Because if you do it right now, for the early adapters, there are no contracts, no commitments, and you can cancel anytime. Okay, I'm so confident in our product that I don't think we need a contract because I can do basic math. Why buy marked up leads from a lead generation company when you get to use the same ads they're already using, get the same leads, and get 80% more leads for your dollar forever? Okay, we literally eliminate every single problem that comes with buying leads. Every problem that we brought up on this webinar is shattered. Every single one. Okay, I'm not worried about you leaving because once you're getting leads at wholesale cost, that means you're getting them for the cheapest amount possible, right? And if all leads are created equal, that's all that matters. You cannot get any more affordable than wholesale cost. So you have no reason to buy leads anywhere else ever again. And best of all, while this limited time offer is available, when you sign up with Mortgage Lead Hackers, you will get this bonus completely free. Now, I've got a special offer, but if anyone can get it at any time, then it's not special. Okay, for the first 7 people that sign up at loanofficersupport.com, that's only half of you, you will get our proven appointment booking funnel. You can find us in the marketplace. Okay, what is a funnel exactly? It's a website designed to turn visitors into leads leads into appointments and appointments into customers. Okay, you can give yourself the ability to create higher intent leads by putting your leads through a pre-built survey that extracts critical information such as credit score, income, loan amount, and many other attributes, making your job much easier. You can effortlessly book appointments with high intent customers on autopilot, becoming completely self-sufficient. And we will include this in your software embedded for you. Now, guys, is this a bad time to remind you that I won the ClickFunnels Award for doing $1 million with just one funnel? I can charge $10,000 for this alone. You get it for free. Only goes to the first 7 people that sign up. Fam Mirza, entrepreneur, investor, philanthropist. Do you guys remember back in the day those half home, half away football jerseys? Fam invented those when he was 14 years old. Nelly and the St. Lunatics wore them at halftime at the Super Bowl. Okay, since then, he's built several successful companies. He was one of the early investors in Spotify. Fam says, I own several companies that have generated tens of millions of dollars. When I am building out my funnel and ad strategy, I call Alex Machuca. Can you believe that you get this for free when you go to loanofficersupport.com? Okay, a simple Google will tell you that funnels will make you 62% more likely to win a high quality sale. And you can get this for free, but you're going to have to act quickly by going to loanofficersupport.com and signing up in the marketplace. So go ahead and open up a new tab in your web browser and make sure that you get this funnel. Isn't that incredible? Imagine having the ability to get $9 appointments like Mike Stoy. Now, some of you are thinking, yeah, Alex, this is great. I'll do this when I have enough time. Guys, the setup takes 20 minutes. Setting up one ad can last you up to 7 months. It's a set it and forget it system. Set it up once, watch the leads come in. Okay, do you think $9 appointments would help your business? Well, what if we were guiding you through it? Because bonus number 2, you will get ongoing coaching twice a week from myself and my partner, Brandon. 2 guys who have serviced over 600 loan officers for lead generation. Okay, a huge benefit to anyone who's doing their own lead generation in mortgage would be to talk to 2 guys who have actually done it. Okay, we could charge $250 for this alone, and it would be the steal of the century, right? Okay, meeting with us 8 times a month, that's just $31 a session. Okay, would you pay $31 a session to have the CEO and the COO of a multi-million-dollar lead generation company help you with your ads? You guys would be stupid not to, especially when you get so much more on top of it. We don't just coach you on the ads. We coach you on the best calling strategies, outreach strategies, targeting strategies, and much more. Okay, if you ask any of our clients, they will tell you their absolute favorite part about this program, besides all the money they make, is the coaching calls. You get this completely free when you enroll at loanofficersupport.com. So just to recap, in the bonuses, you will get our appointment booking funnel that will generate you booked appointments on autopilot, and you'll get live coaching calls where Brandon and I will hold your hand and walk you through any issues you could possibly have. And these coaching calls all but ensure your success. But if both of those bonuses are not enough, I have a third one for you that you can find at loanofficersupport.com. Okay, again, this is going to go to the first 7 people that have signed up. You will also get our Lead Connector app that will allow you to run your business on the go. You'll be able to work from anywhere and be able to communicate with all of your leads right through your phone. Okay, imagine being able to take a vacation without skipping a beat or having that impede on your business. It is priceless. And I'll do you one better. We'll also throw the appointment booking funnel on top of that. It's for the first 7 that sign up. If you're lagging, you're lagging. That's on you. So go up, open up another tab on your computer, and immediately go to loanofficersupport.com and sign up in the marketplace. So you guys are making out like bandits. You get the appointment booking funnel that will by itself increase your conversions, live coaching calls from 2 guys who have ran a multi-million-dollar lead gen company, and the freedom to work from anywhere in the world using our Lead Connector app. That's not all you're going to get. Because our 4th bonus is our 7-day free trial. You can try this risk-free. There's literally no reason on earth for you not to do this now. Alex, you mean I could see all of the ads and it'll cost me no money? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Okay, if you wanted to sign up for this, steal all of our ads and cancel, you could. I don't give a shit. But I know you won't, because I know that doing this with me is 10,000 times easier than doing it without me. These 4 bonuses alone are 10 times more than the price. Plus, let's not forget why you're on this webinar. You saw the title. You just spent 30 minutes on this webinar hoping that after you will be able to generate your own leads. Well, here is everything that you need to do that. Let's take a look at what this would cost you if you wanted all of these tools that we're giving you. CRM and pipeline management, $99 a month. Website and funnel, $300 a month. Facebook ads library, $500 a month. Email marketing, $300 a month. Two-way text, $300 a month. Mobile application, $500 a month. Coaching calls, I'm not getting up off my ass for anything less than $5,000. Okay, when you're sitting here today, honestly, you got 3 options. You can spend no money, do nothing. You can spend your money somewhere else, or you can spend your money on this. Now, here's what I know about doing nothing. Okay, when the market took a turn for the worse, 33% of loan officers lost their jobs. They all did nothing. It's not really an option for Nexans. Spending money on something else. Listen, if the last 30 minutes hasn't convinced you that third-party lead gen services do not work, then I can't help you. We showed you the math. And the thing about math is it's the language of reason, logic, and fact. If you want to defy basic mathematics, then I can't help you. Now, are there other options like us in the market? I don't know. There might be. But you're not on their webinar right now. You're on my webinar. You're spending time with me and you've been engaged with me all this way for these past 30 minutes. And I don't know about the experience they can give you or what they can exchange for your money in terms of value, but I do know what we can give you. It's right on your screen. So the reality here is if you leave, you don't invest, you've put all this time in and you have nothing to show for it, and then you go out there and try and find some other magical solution. Is that likely going to serve you? And the answer is no. So you and I have to get serious with each other right now. You've already invested. Doesn't it make sense to continue with a good investment? Right? You guys have all learned new things today, haven't you? So now it's time to put the money into place to really, truly start making a difference. And you can do so at loanofficersupport.com. Now, I have, for the most part, done everything for you. Look at the resources that I provided to you. Whether I created them or you created them, it doesn't matter. Just so happens you don't have to create them. I already did. So the real question is, how much would it cost you in time and money if you were to create them yourself? And the answer is too much. Or we can just give them to you today. You exchange a little bit of this and you get all of this. And now you have all the resources in place. So no matter where you are, I promise you, that's not where you're going to stay. And we can start that journey right now at loanofficersupport.com. Guys, money is a resource that replenishes every single month. Right? Whatever you spend on this, you're going to get back. That's how a job works. So can we all agree that this is more important than going to the bar this weekend, spending money on a dinner? I think so too, right? Guys, money is a tool, and if you don't use it, well, then it's just numbers on a screen. It's not about the money. It's about what the money can do for you. Do you want to have peaceful sleep at night? Do you want to have less anxiety in your life? Do you want to actually enjoy coming into work because every single morning you have new leads coming in that actually want to speak to you? Or do you just want to keep $250 in your bank account that you're inevitably going to spend on something stupid? Right? This is a solution that was built for the logical loan officer. If the price turns you off, it was designed to. And there's still value in this webinar that you can use to get to a point where you could afford this in the future. But for those of you who are ready to go right now, Let's quit foreplaying each other and let's go all the way together. And we can do that at loanofficersupport.com. Now, guys, usually what I do is I go into a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, I see that Sandro had their hand up. I'll let you speak first, and then I'll take any questions from there.
Thanks, Alex. This all sounds great, and I'm ready to hop on. I just had one question. Where do the ads get run through? Do they get run through my account, or is it through a separate account?
It would be through your Facebook account. We help you set up a Facebook Business Manager and ad account. If you're already have one, you're good to go. The only thing you need is
I do, but I'm
Facebook
banned.
business page.
I can't advertise on Facebook. That's a
Yeah,
long-
so all you would do is create a separate business manager. I have ad accounts that are banned on Facebook. You just create a separate business manager and you operate out of that one.
Okay. Is there someone that could help me with that process when I sign up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we have coaching calls every Tuesday and Thursday at noon. Tomorrow would be at the tech call. They would be able to help you with your onboardings. And creating your business manager is super easy. I can actually email you video instructions on how to do that. It's super easy. It's not what you think it is. You just go to business.facebook.com/settings.
Right.
And then at that point you would go to create a new business manager. And then you won't have any ad account in there. It'll be super easy.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I have Good Vibe Squad. I'm under contract with them right now. And I wish I wasn't. I wish I could kill it right now because
How's the experience been so far? Listen, they are,
but it's expensive. I'm paying $1,600 a month retainer plus 1,000 ad spend a month.
so that's where the trouble begins. And this is what I talk to people about. I say, look, it's not that the ads are bad. It's not even that the company is bad. It's simply that the cost of doing business with a third-party service is what hurts you, right? When people talk about ROI, they're like, well, you got to put more money into ad spend or you got to close more loans. How about just lowering the cost, lowering the overhead, right? Because if you guys close one loan here at $250 a month, this pays for itself for the year, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea here. It's about getting you guys an ROI. And when we came up with this company, because again, I was in the lead gen space, and Good Vibe Squad was our direct competitor. And at once upon a time, we were kicking their ass, and then they started kicking our ass. And really, what I wanted to do was people started, to be honest with you guys, and I'll be completely upfront about this. This is no secret. I talk about this all the time. People ask me all the time, Alex, why'd you go from charging $5,000-$6,000 a month to now charging $250 a month? Well, when we were getting all that notoriety, a lot of lead gen companies would start copying our product because I made a really big name for myself in the marketing space. I'd be hanging out with like Alex Hermosi. And so people, they see that and they try and funnel hack you and they steal your offer. So what happens when everybody has a similar product to everybody else, it becomes a race to the bottom. Who can offer it for the cheapest, right? And that helped pretty much be the demise of my lead gen company, where it almost, put us out of business. So now I decided, well, I'm just going to blow up the whole game, because none of these lead generation companies is like, oh, you guys want to undercut us with price? Come play down here at $250 a month. None of them are going to do it, right? None of them are going to do it. So, and the best part about this is most people, 100% of the people who cancel are people who sign up for the free trial and never got started. People who stay 3 months stay forever. We have multiple people who have been with us over a year, which is unheard of. The average lifetime value of a loan officer in mortgage lead gen is 3 months, 4 months max.
Yeah.
Right? So unless you're like tied up in a year contract, which is nuts. I don't know how they get you to do that.
Well, they did. I still have a few months to go on mine, but like I said, it's definitely worth the service. It's just expensive, and I had to pivot a couple times from where my marketing was kind of targeting. I started off targeting first-time home buyers, but in California, that's just not ideal because no one could afford homes here, especially first-time home buyers. So I had to pivot a few times to kind of find my
And that stuff, Do they help you with that in the coaching?
They
Like, so
do.
for example,
Yeah.
you know, we tell you, you know, the first thing you want to do is season your pixel. You want to start out with short form leads and go statewide. You want to generate about 80 leads so you have enough data to see what you're seeing on the ground floor. You're either going to have one or two problems. You're going to have a lead quality problem where they're not qualifying by income or not qualifying by credit, or you're going to have a contact success rate issue, right? And depending on what you tell me is what direction we're, you know, what prescription we're going to give you based on your diagnosis. So if you were to say, Alex, I'm having trouble with the contact success rate, the first thing I would say is, well, are you double dialing? The second thing I would say is, are you strategically calling and eliminating times of availability? And then the third thing we would say is, maybe we should switch to long form leads.
Yeah.
Right. And then at that point, you know, if you're telling me, well, I'm talking to a lot of people, but the lead quality isn't there, well, then we'll switch from statewide to targeting more affluent neighborhoods, right? We have a crawl, walk, run process in here. And the best part about this is we're very hands-on. Myself and Brandon, we have multiple coaching calls a week. Right now, it's every Tuesday and Thursday at noon. However, because of how quickly we're growing, we're going to be doing them every single day. And we want to have a class every single day so that if anybody needs help, they can just pop in and they'll get the help that they need. And we're very close to doing that because right now we've been averaging about 40 to 50 new clients a month. So the more people there are, and this is growing through word of mouth, which I think is a testament to the product. It's the most affordable. It's number one, the most affordable option in the market by far. And number two, it gets you the most value for your dollar because it's the most affordable option by far, because you redistribute your marketing dollars directly into the lead source, getting you exponential returns, right?
Yeah.
So theoretically, not even theoretically, it's a fact. The grass isn't greener anywhere else. I showed you Good Vibe Squads ads, right? Everybody uses the same ads. And now knowing what we know about the Fair Housing Act, meaning it's just a random lottery, like there's no way to control it. They'll tell you that they can't, they're lying, right? You know, I'm sure you guys have heard, oh, we have this special algorithm. That's bullshit. It's not true. You can't do that. You can't ignore, like Facebook has it locked. You can't target if you're in special ad categories. So if that's the case and the objective changes, right? The objective changes to, well, if they're all leads are the same, it becomes, how can we buy them for the cheapest amount possible? That makes Mortgage Lead Hackers your best option because you can't beat wholesale cost. So there's no reason for you to ever, you know, leave, right? And let's say, you know, some people who are uneducated, you know, will try and leave after the first month, and I'll send them the video and they'll go, oh yeah, you talked about that. This is my first month. We're just seasoning my pixel this month. I only have 20 leads. Like, I feel stupid. This is a small sample size, right? So like, we can always tell who's paying attention and who's not in the coaching calls, right? The people who come to the coaching calls are the most successful by far, right? We got even Alan Parker Duke, I believe, is in this. He's been, you know, amazing. He's been a great for us, and he's just been whooping ass. So it's cool. It's cool to see the results and see this play out for people and know that it's not breaking the bank. And you know, the cost per leads can make or break a business in this market. So I think it's really, really important to be cognizant of that.
Thank you. I just signed up. Hopefully I'm one of the 7.
All right. Marcus, what's up? And Steven, you're next.
All right. Do you guys offer retargeting of clients?
We offer you to upload a custom audience that you can market to directly. We're working on the retargeting aspect.
Okay. So if I was able to get that list and just upload it, it would just automatically get included in my cycle?
Yes. And I don't know if that would be the best strategy for you though. So have you already bought the leads? Have they opted in?
So I have another system that I've been using. I don't have enough time to call everybody. So I figured, what's a different way to do it? And
yeah, so you would
do it.
Right. Or an easier way to do that, man, would be simply just to, instead of running ads to these people, you would just upload the list and drop them in a text campaign and reach out to them directly, because that's what the ad is going to do anyway.
Yeah, I don't have an opt-in that way.
Got it.
I don't want to get sued. $1,000 a text would be expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, then you would be able to upload a custom list and advertise directly to those customers.
Do you know the limit on that with Go High Level?
There shouldn't be a limit. You could probably upload close to like 12,000.
Okay, because I get 7,500 a month. So, yeah, it'd be pretty obnoxious, but I'm just trying to think of an easy way, and this seemed like it'd be a pretty easy way to retarget towards those people as well.
Yeah. Yep. You would just be putting ads in front of that custom audience.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem. Steven, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. So, I already signed up a little bit ago. So
Nice.
anybody's on this, anybody's on this call. So I'm also a real estate broker and I use a similar platform on the real estate side. I've been using it for a while and it's phenomenal. And I've been looking for an option for the mortgage side. So I was literally just talking about it. So it was kind of coincidental you guys popped up. So just a couple questions. Again, for anybody who's not doing this, one of the biggest challenges is actually sometimes the volume of leads comes in so fast. So like if we needed to pause it, is it pausable? Or I know I can pause it on the spend side, but can we pause it on your side as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then next question on the drip campaigns and stuff. Do you have that already set like with, text and emails or whatever, or do we have to sit?
All of that's pre-built. It's pre-built. So the cool thing, guys, is you actually get an assistant named Ashley. And Ashley basically will reach out to all of your leads within minutes of them filling out a form. Now, Ashley works as a nice buffer. So don't be confused when you see Ashley there introducing herself. Ashley works as a nice buffer. She's your assistant. And essentially, we've tested hundreds of names. Ashley is the one that works best for some reason. And it works as a nice buffer between you and the lead. It makes you seem important because you have an assistant. But then when you reach out to the lead, it makes the lead feel important because they were just talking to the assistant and now the big boss is calling them, right? So these are all the things that we figured out throughout our journey. And, we simply just give you a built-in follow-up automation system that goes with it. We're going to be adding new features. For example, an AI booking bot is going to be coming soon, which is going to be really cool because that's actually going to be a conversational one. So we're working on another mini course that we're going to be giving away for free called Realtors on Demand. It's going to show you how to generate hundreds of conversations with realtors while you sleep. Because all of our LOs, we encourage you guys, now you have this fruitful asset that's a growing book of business. You should be giving leads out to realtors like candy and leveraging those to get realtor relationships. We got a guy named Michael Berger who's added 14 new realtors to his network. Feeding him deals like clockwork, all because he's the leads guy, right? So you got to make the most out of your assets that you have.
Yeah, right on. And then I think somebody posted this question also, but do we need a website up and going?
No,
or
we build you a funnel. So guys, a lot of people think that they need a website and you don't. Here's why. A website is designed to give somebody information. A funnel is designed to capture the lead. What's more important? Capturing.
On your setup in the beginning, when you went through the brief, the really quick setup, there was a part on there where you had to enter the website. Was that optional or was that?
Yeah. So where we had to enter the website. So the website is going to be a domain that we set up for you on the back end. That is your funnel.
Okay. Yeah. Right on, man.
So, and you'll have the instructions on that. There's actually, so guys, when you sign up, make sure, there's a form that you need to fill out. But the other thing that you need to do is make sure that you're listening to, let me get to this right here, right? There's a Get Started button. And this is your onboarding checklist. First thing you guys are going to do is add billing info for texting. Make sure that you do this, okay? This is really important. Now, but the other thing that you're going to do is you're just going to go down the list and set these things up. There's full instructions on how to do it. Videos will literally pop up, tell you exactly what to do. So it'll guide you through the setup. But we're going to be doing onboardings. It's a tech call technically. So we'll walk you through the onboardings tomorrow. So I believe the tech call is happening at 2:00. I'm also doing a coaching call at noon. Usually I do them at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I'm doing them at noon tomorrow because I'm out of town right now. I actually have a speaking gig that I have to do tomorrow, so I'm changing the time of the coaching call. But the tech call is going to be at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Brandon. You guys will get reminders for that. And that will allow you to get onboarded, and he'll walk you through that part of the onboarding.
Okay, yeah, right on, man. All right, appreciate you. And then he'll go over that, but the phone number for texting, is that an assigned number, computer generated
Yeah,
number?
so guys, all right, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So guys, there is a new law in place called A2P 10DLC. Okay, here's what happened. You guys, I'm sure you get spam calls and spam texts all the time, right? Basically, Congress and the FCC went to the phone carriers and they said, hey, you guys got to put an end to that. You got to have and they never did. And they said, yeah, we'll do it. And they never did. So because of the phone carriers being irresponsible, the government and the FCC have applied regulations, which, as you guys know, regulations are not good when you're trying to conduct business. So here's what happens. Every single business, no matter what CRM you are operating in, and this is important for you to know, Stephen, for your realtor CRM, is going to have to register their phone number. If your phone number is not registered, after August 31st, all of your text messages will be blocked. Now, the problem with this is, for example, we got a ton of customers moved over to us from Bonzo because Bonzo was making everybody do their own A2P registration. We do yours for you, okay? Just make sure that when you're filling out the form, when you sign up, you watch that video and you pay attention to exactly what needs to be done. If you don't have your own LLC that you're not operating under for the quote unquote business physical address, put your home address. Okay.
I had to put an EIN number in too.
But you don't need to put an EIN if you're not operating on, like, if you don't own that business, don't put the EIN there.
Okay.
You could just put,
I own my own real estate brokerage, so I had to put
okay,
that.
so that's what you would be doing. But then when you put the address, make sure the address matches the EIN. You understand?
Right, but on your side, I don't have to do that.
You fill out what you're going to fill out that form with all that information.
Uh-huh.
We're going to take that information and do the EIN forms for you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Right. So all that stuff needs to be congruent. So if you own an LLC and you're using an LLC and you're putting a tax EIN, make sure the address you put in there matches the tax EIN. Okay. Now, the problem with this, guys, is the shitty part about this is it can take anywhere from a week up to a few weeks to get approved. We are getting really fast expedites on these, like faster than everybody else. So that's the good news. You will still be able to run ads and do everything. We just recommend calling from your cell phone to start out, right? You're still going to be able to run ads. You're still going to be able to do all that stuff. It's just that the two-way text might not be initiated right away until we get your phone number registered.
All right, cool. Two more questions. As far as the ads that are running, do we have to make sure they're compliant, or do you run them?
Nope, all that stuff's taken care of for you. It's all ready to go.
On a state level, or?
Yep. No, well, all right. So every ad you need to put your NMLS number. Every ad you need to put your company name. Those two values are taken care of where you have to enter that. Otherwise the ad won't go. And then under it, it'll say the company name is an equal opportunity housing lender.
Okay, so you don't quote interest rates or any of that shit. So you don't.
No, you can't mention interest rates.
Yeah, without a bunch of other shit. And then last question on a team, do you have like where you can randomly assign the leads or no?
Yep. Yes, we are going to be charging per seat in the future, but right now it's free.
So right now I can have 3 users and assign the leads.
Yes, sir.
I look forward to working with you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, Stephen.
Yeah.
Don, I know you've been waiting a while. How are you?
Good. Hey, I got on super late. Everything sounds great. Where do I go to sign up?
Loanofficersupport.com. And then you're going to go to the marketplace.
Okay. All right.
I went ahead and put that in the chat for you.
Thank you. that was it.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions?
Hey, Alex, so after
No,
we
you do
sign
not
up,
need a website. Go ahead, William.
I was gonna say, after we sign up, then we're just waiting on a response from loan officer support, or what happens next?
Yeah, so you should be getting an email with your logins and you'll be
Okay.
able to log in right away. Did you fill out the form?
It was real short.
Okay.
Just needed
Yeah, yeah,
credit card to check the box and said yes, right?
Great. So, but there is also a form that asks you for like your home address and stuff like that.
That wasn't on loan officer support. Let me go back.
It
and
should
look.
be in your email login. If not, that's okay. We'll contact you guys and get that done for you in the walkthroughs, actually. So if you
Alright.
guys go to the tech call, when you guys go to the tech call, you'll be able to get help with that. So the tech call is at 2:00 tomorrow.
2:00
Okay.
Eastern? Everything's Eastern?
Yes, 2:00 Eastern.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Alex,
Yes, sir.
do we have to have a separate Facebook business page?
You do need to make a Facebook business page. We show you how to do that under the Get
Okay.
Started button. It'll walk you through it in the onboarding checklist.
Okay, and then.
And you can get help with it also at 2:00 tomorrow.
Okay, all right. And then the different markets, are you nationwide? I mean, does it matter?
Nationwide, you can advertise in any state you want. And the best part is I have all the data for every single person, what ad they're running and what state they're running it in. So
Right.
you tell me what states you're licensed in and I'll tell you which one the best one to run ads in is.
Okay. Any other tech needs that we need beyond laptop, cell phone?
Just a laptop and a cell phone, man.
Okay, man, sounds good.
All right.
I think
I'll
that's
see you.
it.
Yep. Awesome,
Thanks.
guys. Any other questions?
Yeah, Alex, one more question. So the other guy who asked the question earlier, did I understand that I could take a different database and upload it into your platform and shoot
Of
out
course you
ads?
can, yeah. Yep. We have videos on how to do that in the members area.
Right on.
This is everything that you need to market. It replaces every single tool. Guarantee we thought of everything. And you only have to pay $250 a month for it. Every tool of those alone by themselves costs $250 a month. So this is theoretically the last system that you'll ever use. And make sure you show up to the coaching calls. That's how you get good.
Yeah, right on, man.
Commit. And I promise you, you'll get a return on your investment. It's super easy for me to say that because it's only $250 a month. Cool. Well, all right, guys. I got another webinar coming up here pretty soon. But I appreciate everybody hopping on, and I'm looking forward to you guys joining the community. When you join the onboarding list, when you do the onboarding list, make sure you join the Facebook group. Okay. When you join the Facebook group, any help that you need, you just type a question in there. We get back to you usually within a couple of hours. So we're really, really good at getting back to you. But for those of you, make sure you show up to the call 2:00 tomorrow. And you know what, guys, save this. This is I'm putting it in there. It's callwithbrandon.com. Send an email to yourself and save that website and go to that website at 2:00 tomorrow. Callwithbrandon.com.
Hey, Alex, do we need a coupon code?
Nope.
Okay,
You're good to go.
thank you.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody hopping on. I'm looking forward to working with you. And we're gonna get real close because I'm gonna start seeing you at least 2 times a week. So thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Great,
you.
thanks,
Bye-bye.
Alex.
Guys.